First of all, from the 9th floor of the Beehive to the 9th floor of Auckland City Hospital. Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern is having her baby, or somewhere in the process. Ms Ardern was driven to the hospital at 10 to 6 this morning by her partner Clarke Gayford. Since then, an endless stream of updates from all and sundry saying not much has happened. Let's add to them. Our reporter Katie Scotcher joins us live from outside Auckland City Hospital. Katie, you are smiling away. Is there any news?
No, there is no news, unfortunately. Media have been waiting here since around 6:30 this morning when the announcement was made that she had gone into labour, and they're still waiting. The Prime Minister's office, they brought in a platter of food though for journalists and camera crews, as well as some tea and coffee and some juice, so they have been well looked after. But Auckland Hospital says that the average labour at the hospital takes between 12 and 18 hours, so there could be a lot of waiting to come. Our fellow baby reporter Eva Corlett took a look back at how everything unfolded today.
The country is waiting with anticipation to hear news of the first baby, but so far, mum's the word. And hospital staff are not immune to the excitement. Tanisha Jalsi works on the 12th floor.
We've been waiting for this day for like the last week. We've been looking every time there's any media around, going, oh, maybe today's the day. Yeah, we've got quite a few spotters out and about throughout the wards, just keeping an eye on things.
Ms Jalsi says Ms Ardern seems fit and healthy, so hopefully the baby will come soon. She says you can tell by her bump the baby is a boy. And she has some royal suggestions when it comes to names.
Well, I know that, names like Harry and George and William are pretty popular these days, but I didn't go with popular names for my kids, so I'm hoping that she'll go with something a little bit close to her heart.
Other Aucklanders outside the hospital put in their 2 cents about the sex of the baby.
Definitely a girl. Girl power.
Yeah, I can feel it. I reckon it's going to be a little lad. Be fishing with Clarke in a few months' time in a front pack, and yeah, look forward to it.
I would hope it's a girl.
Yeah, girl.
She would. Well, I'll hope she'll follow her mum's footsteps. If it's a girl, yeah, that'd be great.
They also had suggestions for names.
Tina, Christina, because it's a famous name, so yeah, might as well.
Maybe Winston, after our deputy PM.
It's very new. The whole concept is very new, and I believe that will give us hope to look forward to changes, good changes hopefully. So hope, yeah.
And it's not just New Zealand feeling the baby fever, the world is also watching.
The New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern has been admitted to hospital ahead of the birth of her first child. The 37-year-old is 4 days past her official due date.
And New Zealand's Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern will soon become a mum. The Prime Minister's office says Miss Ardern has entered an Auckland hospital to have her baby.
Oh, and you're a proud New Zealander.
I was born in an Auckland hospital myself.
You were indeed.
New Zealand's Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern has been admitted to hospital for the birth of her first child.
The 37-year-old Prime Minister will be the first world leader in almost 3 decades to give birth in office. It's good for her. Wish her well.
Others wishing her well are New Zealand politicians. The Greens' Marama Davidson says she is thinking of Ms Ardern with much excitement, and James Shaw says it's an historic moment for the country. Nationals' Paula Bennett says the country is sitting on the edge of its seat.
We wish her and this baby the best of health, a speedy and hopefully really pleasant birth, as good as they can be.
Auckland's Mayor Phil Goff even gave it mention before an announcement about Auckland's homelessness.
Giving birth is a very testing process, but giving birth in front of a nation is a task that is a fearsome one indeed.
But 3 hours after she arrived at the hospital, it seems the mother-to-be was still working. Finance Minister Grant Robertson says he got an update, but not about the baby.
I did get a message from her a little bit after 9 about a different topic, so she's clearly still got her mind on a number of matters.
Acting Prime Minister Winston Peters took up his role as soon as Ms Ardern went to hospital this morning, and he isn't fazed by the rather unusual circumstances.
Well, you've been around as long as I have, nothing sort of unusual at all.
Would you say today is a historic day?
No, I wouldn't say that.
If it's born today, the baby will share its birthday with Prince William, Indonesian President Joko Widodo, Edward Snowden and the Pakistani Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, the first woman to have a child while a state leader. Already 16 babies have been born today at the hospital, but it's not clear whether this one will be the 17th. One thing is for sure, the baby, when it does finally arrive, won't be short of things to wear. Clarke Gayford tweeted just last week a picture of 3 pairs of miniature gumboots that the first baby has already been gifted. I tamaki makoro mo te hotakotia hiahinei ko Eva Colette tēnei.
Thank you, Eva. Lovely wrap. Let's go back to Katie live at the hospital because it's been about 5 minutes since we were last with you, Katie. What happens once the baby is born?
So Jacinda Ardern and Clarke Gayford are expected to announce the birth of their first child, much like they did her pregnancy, so probably on Instagram and Twitter. And then after that, media will be invited up to the 9th floor of the hospital, where there'll be a quick photo opportunity and some questions, and then they will head away, and Jacinda Ardern will be on around 6 weeks of maternity leave.
Holy moly. Thank you so much, Katie. And we need to tell you this because I know that you'll want to know. Katie is live there. Our shot is live there. The moment there is any news, we will tell you what it is.